guys, my name is Portia. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I posted on Instagram about a week ago a Q&A, and so I have some questions that I'm going to answer for you guys, and pretty much it's the same questions that I get all the time anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and answer those in one video. Okay, so if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned. Okay guys, so the first question that I get asked, that I was asked, is how to study for the CCRN. Now you guys know, if you've been on my channel and seen previous videos, or you've seen my IG posts, I tell you guys all the time is that this book, I love this book. So this is what I use to study for my CCRN. So I use this book. I study front to cover. I study for about 4 to 5 hours a day for maybe 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, no more than 5 weeks. I studied this book, and along with, there's another book called Past CCRN. Let me go grab it really quick. So this book, Past CCRN, I purchased this book whenever I became an ICU nurse, and I used this more so as like a guide for being a new nurse in the ICU. I could not study this big book for the exam. It was just too overwhelming. But this book has really good questions. This book has questions too, but I think that they're very simple. So I would go through a chapter in this book. Let's say I would cover cardiac, then I would go through these cardiac questions, but then I would do like 100 of the cardiac questions from this question bank. So these two, this book and the questions from this book, is how I study for my CCRN. That's what I recommend. Listen, I love this book, and I used it. I referred to it a lot during first semester of CRNA school. Okay. Question number 2 is, what is the best ICU for CRNA school? So you guys know that I always tell you, don't really focus on what ICU, focus on your facility. Okay, so if you're in a small hospital, you may want to think about moving or transitioning to like a teaching facility or a trauma hospital. And also, like I always tell you guys, reach out to the school that you're interested in, because they will be your source to tell you, okay, well, we accept all ICUs, we only prefer this ICU, or they may say, well, it's not about the ICU, we want this kind of experience or exposure. Reach out to your school of choice, your schools of choice, and see what they prefer, and then you base your route on that. Question number 3 is front-loaded versus integrated programs. So as you guys remember or may know, I am in a front-loaded program, which means I do all of my didactic being coursework up front. So my first 4 semesters are all coursework, and then my last 5 semesters are all clinical based with my capstone project courses as well. Integrated is you have classes and you have your clinical at the same time, kind of like a nursing school. So you're doing classwork and you're doing clinicals together. Me, whenever I was researching schools, I specifically wanted a front-loaded program, because when I was an undergrad, I did not like being in clinicals for 5 and 6 hours when I had an exam the next day, because I could be at home studying. So I wanted a front-loaded program. So that is the difference between front-loaded and integrated. Question 4 is, how many years should I wait? Or how many years of ICU experience should I get before applying to CRNA school? Listen, if the school says that they only want 1 year, apply after 1 year. I feel like we would never be ready for anything. You can talk yourself out of anything. But whenever you are ready to do it, you just have to do it. Jump in, feet first, and go. I mean, so you waiting a year, 2 years, 3 years is based on really you and your life. But if you're primarily basing it off of the school and what they want, most schools will say a year. So like I always tell you guys, it's my same MO. reach out to your schools of choice, talk to their admission department, talk to an admission counselor, or whatever you need to do. Okay. Okay, guys. So lastly, we're going to talk about confidence and motivation. So some of you feel like that you're not smart enough for CRNA school, and I'm going to tell you, you're not the only person that thought that. I thought that way myself before I applied, after submitting applications, and after interviewing. I was like, maybe I'm not smart enough for this career path. But listen, if it's what you want to do, it's something different that you've never taken on before. So of course you're going to be a little nervous and unsure about your capabilities when doing it. But go for it. Like, don't let fear stop you from doing anything. And honestly, if you're afraid of it, you probably should go even harder. But anyway, well, I know I have, and I know my friend has. It's like you wonder if you are actually smart enough to do it. But I'm telling you that you are. If you are motivated, you are driven, you will be perfectly fine. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about how hard you grind and how bad you want it. And you can do it. You're smart enough for it. I know you can. Right? All right, you guys. So that is it for this video. Just a short video Q&A. There may be a part 2 next week. I'm not really sure. But I will see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.